500 metres of pure joy for Andrea Vendrame.
It's been 3 years since Andrea Vendrame has ridden to victory in any bike race. The Giro d'Italia, really, in 2021, his biggest achievement by far. But that stage pales into insignificance relatively compared to what he's just delivered. Deep into this Giro d'Italia, in the Dolomites here, against a stacked field. Andrea Vendrame has been off the front for longer than any of the other bike riders in this breakaway. Wonderful victory, another stage win for Italy, and Vendrame has just done the ride of his life. Decathlon Editorial Mondial score a second win, and that was the best ride this man has ever produced. And what a stage to do it on. Vendrame, take a bow. And maybe Ballerini, it's survivable for Ballerini, and if you take him to the line, then he would be a very dangerous rider.
No, I agree. Well, there we go.
That's a kick off, yeah.
It's
Edoardo Affini going again from Visma Lease Bike.
Simon Clark on the right-hand side kicks things off as Ed turns, and then Ballerini. And then here we go. Some of the best climbers is Sheffield, Velasco, Piccolo.
Vendrame on his day.
Yeah.
Be dangerous on a course like this.
He's won stages in the past that are hillier than this.
Yep.
In this very race. So, yeah, he is a rider that's...
Walter is a good climber.
Yep.
Here at the Giro d'Italia once again, Simon Clark trying to go with the Frenchman. Alaphilippe is at it again. Steep little slope here that Alaphilippe is using to his advantage.
That's what, I mean, that was brilliant stuff from Alaphilippe. He's really got that sort of punch back. We're so familiar with Jonathan Narvaez there. Quentin Hermans as well, the riders from the teams that have missed it. Punching up this little... Jonathan Narvaez really tilts into that corner. Oh! And then...
Crikey.
Wow, Alaphilippe nearly takes out Sanchez.
Wow.
Oh.
Sketchy, yeah, Sanchez. Characteristic pilot error from Narvaez. He was on the front, taking that a bit hot.
Just
lays it down. Yeah.
Ooh.
He's got away with it there, I think. Possibly.
Slid.
His bike's still working.
And straight back on.
Straight back on.
Chains
Good
off,
remand.
but whew, hugging his friends and family today at these sorts of speeds.
He's on interestingly, he's on the wheel of Max Walscheid there, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, Demarque from their lineup is one of the riders they'd want in the move.
Yeah.
Not just because he lives nearby, because the terrain suits him.
So close now.
You can 13 seconds, so they are getting organised, and clearly the road captains or the DSs of both of those Belgian teams, they said we need to bring this back.
12
but it's taken a while. Got a little climb coming up in probably about 4 kilometres. They drop down, then there's a little kick up, similar to the climb they went. Yeah, a little climb coming up soon, and that might be the point where I think that chasing group's going to get on, because they are making progress. They need to, just from a fueling perspective and like the terrain that's to come. But it's a big enough group where they can actually roll through and have an opportunity to rest. But once the likes of Narvaez, Alaphilippe sees that there's 2 from Visma Lease Bike, 3 from EF, they can actually just back off a little bit, and it is the responsibility of the teams with numbers here to commit a little bit more.
Understanding exactly what this move is all about. Here he is, so he'll be on the podium at the end of the day, and that's his initial reward for making it into this 19-rider breakaway group. The sole representative of the Italian pro team, VF Group Bardiani, it's Manuele Torozzi, who takes the Intergiro at Paolaro.
So Duron tops out at just over 1,000 metres, as Alaphilippe leans on it again as the road steepens once more.
Matt, we thought Alaphilippe would try and force a selection here. We were discussing it, but the only surprise is that he did it straight away. As soon as they hit the climb, pretty much, didn't hesitate.
Pogacar has a little bit of an issue. Don't know if he's dropping back for a mechanical. He's certainly slowing down. No real panic. It's actually like a rear flat tyre there. He might not, do you know what, he might actually not be able to. It might be that pinned.
That's true.
I mean, it looks... Alaphilippe is hurting this group.
He is.
He's hurting everybody as the road just kicks up a little bit now. Is he going to go through now?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Looking for space.
Oh.
Looking for space. Does Alaphilippe...
He's going to try and do it. Oh, Alaphilippe's just out of principle, taking the points.
18 points to Alaphilippe, 8 points to Georg Steinhauser.
He looked across.
Maximum, and then a further 18 over the Cima Sappada.
Yep. I mean, just the fact at the front of the race, even if he doesn't go for them, he's going to score, and he should comfortably be ensconced in second place with enough points to take that jersey tomorrow. But that's another story, I think. He's going to put that to the back of his mind. There we go.
Julian Alaphilippe, sensing that they were coming, is at it again. Georg Steinhauser forced to react. Doesn't want to go solo here, does he? Wants to prize a group, looks round, sees that the stronger of the riders are coming across now. Georg Steinhauser and Jonathan Narvaez. He's stamping his authority all over this breakaway, Alaphilippe. Steinhauser doesn't dare move from that position, I don't think. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a mark of respect as well. You never know when you might need your friends. Oh, gets it. Gets it. And he's allowed to this time. So Steinhauser, yeah, good rider. I mean, been with the team a long time, hasn't he? Yeah. Signed from the ranks of Androni Giocattoli, Andrea Vendrame, to Étoile Mondiale, as they were known, in 2020. So contracted through to next year as well. It will be 6 years with this team. A steeper section already, as we pick up some drone footage of, is this Vendrame at the front of the race? Yep. Oh, so he's not quite at the steepest sections yet. 107 his lead. Yeah, where they are now isn't actually very far from our finishing point. It's just to the back of us, but they put a little loop in. Yeah. Go over the back of this climb and then drop back into the finish. So they're only about 200-300 metres from where we are now. Well, he's been masterful in measuring his effort to this point. He has. There they are. Yeah, Alaphilippe, Narvaez and Plapp, two former teammates when they were both at Ineos. I don't think Plapp has got a lot left. No. I don't think he can be, well, not that anybody can be criticised. It's just the best, not necessarily the total strongest, but the smartest man up the road is indeed Andrea Vendrame, as Narvaez goes again. They're just taking chunks out of each other here, aren't they? It's making me feel a bit nauseous. It's quite a roller coaster circuit here, isn't it? So these three riders at the moment are battling for 4th, 5th and 6th place on this stage. Ahead of them, Peleo Sanchez, who was pretty close to getting across to Georg Steinhauser last time we saw. But those two nowhere near the front of the race, where Andrea Vendrame still ride at this relentless rhythm, back on the big ring, top of the block. We've got multiple Slovenian flags here. They'll be giving Tadej Pogačar and the rest a chill a little bit later on, but right now he's going to ride through a wall of noise. Some ride this is. Hung on all day in the wet and cold for a glimpse of the Maglia Rosa. Good. Oh, down! That's Geraint Thomas. Thomas down. Thomas down, and he's retrieving his bike. Doesn't look too badly hurt. If that bike is working, he should be all right to get back on. Well, Ben O'Connor, he's dropped the chain. He's dropped the chain. Now, where's the team car? 500 metres of pure joy for Andrea Vendrame. It's been 3 years since Andrea Vendrame has ridden to victory in any bike race. The Giro d'Italia, really, in 2021, his biggest achievement by far. But that stage pales into insignificance relatively compared to what he's just delivered. Deep into this Giro d'Italia, in the Dolomites here, against a stacked field. Andrea Vendrame has been off the front for longer than any of the other bike riders in this breakaway. Wonderful victory, another stage win for Italy, and Vendrame has just done the ride of his life. Decathlon Étoile Mondiale score a second win, and that was the best ride this man has ever produced. And what a stage to do it on. Vendrame, take a bow.